How did Romans view the barbarians? Imagine living in a vast empire that stretches across Europe, North Africa, and parts of Asia. Beyond the borders, strange peoples live, and the Romans have strong opinions about them. To the Romans, barbarians were anyone living outside the empire who did not follow Roman customs, speak Latin, or have Roman-style governments. The word itself comes from how Romans thought foreign languages sounded, like Baba, which they saw as unintelligible sounds. They believed these peoples were wild, violent, and lacked the order and law that made Roman society strong. Romans inherited ideas from the Greeks, who also saw foreigners as outsiders. But Romans added their own twist. They thought some barbarian groups, like the Gauls, Germans, and Parthians, were fierce warriors. Still, they knew that these groups could be turned into allies or subjects. When Romans conquered a barbarian tribe, they often gave them legal rights and even Roman citizenship. This meant that some barbarians could become part of Roman society if they accepted Roman laws and customs. Roman writers often used animal imagery to describe barbarians. They called them cruel, impious, and driven by base passions. These stories helped justify military campaigns and the huge costs of defending the empire. Romans saw barbarians as threats to their civilization and order, which made it necessary to keep a strong military presence along the frontiers. But the Romans did not see all barbarians as enemies. They recruited many as soldiers, called foederati, to defend the borders along the Rhine and Danube rivers. Some of these barbarian soldiers rose to high ranks in the Roman army. They even settled within Roman territories, blending their customs with Roman ways of life. This mix of conflict and cooperation was common in the empire's history. When barbarian groups like the Visigoths and Vandals moved into Roman lands, it was seen as both a danger and an opportunity. These invasions challenged Roman stability but also pushed the empire to change how it defended itself. Romans learned to adapt by building stronger fortifications and forming alliances with some barbarian tribes. In the end, Romans viewed barbarians as both a threat and a resource. They saw them as wild outsiders but also as potential allies and soldiers. This dual view shaped how Rome fought, expanded, and protected its borders. It was a balancing act between fear and pragmatism, always trying to keep the empire safe while managing the complex relationships beyond the frontier.